Philadelphia Eagles beat Bucs, Carson Wentz energizes crowd in debut. Rapid recap. The blunders, from both teams, came early and they came often. Of course they did. First-time head coaches brought the Philadelphia Eagles and Tampa Bay Buccaneers into the preseason opener Thursday night at Lincoln Financial Field, so the missteps, from the Bucs fumble on the opening kickoff to the Birds' array of missed blocks, didn't come as a surprise. But that wasn't what the night in South Philadelphia was about. It also carried little meaning that the Eagles earned a 17-9 win in Doug Peterson's exhibition debut as head coach. Find stats and play-by-play here. Instead, Eagles rookie Carson Wentz was the main attraction, warts and all. The number 2 overall pick made his debut on the final drive of the second quarter and played until midway through the fourth, showing several flashes of excellence and signs of immaturity along the way. He finished 12 of 24 through the air on the day for 89 yards. His mobility, he rushed 3 times for 15 yards, and arm strength stood out, even if he did step into the face of a pass rush and throw a third-quarter interception right to a Buccaneers defensive back. Here's a breakdown from all that went on Thursday, with Wentz leading off. Okay, so Wentz trots into the game to a roaring ovation from an Eagles crowd that just spent an hour watching backup quarterback Chase Daniel prance around while trying, and often failing, to avoid Tampa Bay pass rushers. The rookie quarterback breaks the huddle and heads to the line, ready for his first NFL snap. Exciting, right? Well, a false start took the air out of the stadium just like that. But it provided Wentz with an early test. He'd have to regroup to run the 2-minute drill even after a brief interruption to his long-awaited debut. And he did a nice job with that. His first throw sailed a little high, and the drive ended 5 plays later when Zach Ertz dropped a third-down pass. But Wentz looked poised in the pocket and stepped up to hit Ertz with a strong throw for a first down 3 plays before the possession ended. Wentz was strong to start the second half, too. He scrambled and hit rookie wide receiver Paul Turner with a strike for a completion near the right sideline on the first drive of the third quarter. On the second drive, Wentz sprinkled the ball around to his weapons and even ran for 9 yards on one play, showing off his much-discussed mobility. He did, however, throw that pick on a ball that sailed high. It was a bad decision to let go of the ball and the throw itself was putrid. Still, Wentz's potential shined through the mistake. He reminded everyone in attendance Thursday that he had the talent to be a number 2 overall draft pick, but his play also underlined his status as a raw rookie with a long development process ahead. How'd the starters do? Eagles linebacker Najee Goode forced a fumble on the opening kickoff and safety Chris Marago scooped it up for the first of 5 takeaways on the day. That left the Birds' first-team offense with a short field, and they took advantage of it for on a 3-play, 18-yard touchdown drive. Quarterback Sam Bradford completed his only pass to Brent Selleck for 3 yards, and Ryan Matthews ran for a 5-yard touchdown. And that was it. Bradford and most of the starters trotted to the sideline after the drive and stayed there for the rest of the game. On the defensive side, the starters played a bit longer. Defensive tackle Benny Logan had a strip sack that led to a Fletcher Cox recovered fumble, which stood as one of the night's highlights for the Birds. Starting cornerback Leotis McKelvine, however, whiffed while trying to pick off a Jameis Winston pass in the red zone. That gaffe, a lowlight for the first-team defense, led to the Bucs' only touchdown. Other reasons for optimism. The Eagles forced 5 turnovers on the day, 3 picks and 2 fumble recoveries. Caleb Sturgis drilled a 42-yard field goal. Undrafted wide receiver Paul Turner looked sharp, catching a few passes from Wentz. Jalen Watkins, searching for a spot on the roster as a reserve safety, made 2 impressive pass breakups. Other reasons for pessimism. Philly's second-string offensive line struggled, and as a result, so did Daniel. The quarterback was sacked 4 times and completed 4 of 10 passes. The wide receivers struggled to hang on to passes. Josh Huff had 1 reception across the middle but fumbled while running after the catch. Cornerbacks Jalen Mills and Eric Rowe both had rough nights, failing to stay with receivers on several occasions.